Good evening, I am April Singlama and these are the headlines of the hour. Parliamentarians demand ministerial negotiation and dialogue to resolve Patibara cable car dispute. Indefinite curfew imposed in Phungling and Kafle Party after tensions escalate. Civilians' death causes confusion in hospitals due to insurance payment disputes. Health Minister criticizes Health Insurance Board for owing 16 billion rupees to service providers. Russia launches record 267 drones in coordinated attack on Ukraine. Ukrainian President Zelensky calls for global support amid escalating conflict. And Nepal and Myanmar draw 2-2 at Dasrat Stadium in today's match. Both teams remain undefeated in the Four-Nation International Women's Championship. Welcome back. The debate over cultural preservation and the construction of cable car in Taplejung's Mukumlung are intensifying with growing calls for a peaceful resolution through dialogue. An indefinite prohibitory order remains in effect in Phungling and Kafle Party, while provincial and federal representatives urge both sides to seek a peaceful resolution. Protect citizens.
राज्य जिम्मेवार हुन सकेन राज्य सत्ता सरकारले नागरिकको आवाजलाई बलपूर्वक हात हतियार बन्दुक गोली र बारुदले जवाब दिँदै राज्य शक्तिको दुरुपयोग गरेकोले नेपाल सरकार गृहमन्त्रीले नैतिकताको आधारले चाहिँ अविलम्ब राजीनामा दिनुपर्दछ।
सरकारले निजी क्षेत्रको एकजना व्यापारीलाई केबल कार निर्माण गर्ने अनुमति दिएर निर्माण प्रक्रिया सँगसँगै ताप्लेजुङ र सिङ्गो खास गरेर मुकुम क्षेत्र अहिले अशान्त छ। जम्माजम्मी केबल कार बनाउने कुराले त्यो क्षेत्र अशान्त भएको हो। अहिले केबल कार नबनाउने अर्थात् रोक्ने मात्रै कुरा गर्ने बित्तिकै त्यो क्षेत्र स्वतः शान्त भएर गइहाल्छ।
Members of ruling party has urged the government to resolve the cable car construction dispute through negotiations and to form a ministerial level negotiation team.
गर्न चाहन्छु भने यसलाई मन्त्री स्तरीय वार्ता तपाईको चाहिँ समिति बनाएर तुरुन्त यो समस्याको समाधान वार्ता मार्फत टुन्याउनका लागि म हार्दिक तपाईको चाहिँ अनुरोध गर्न चाहन्छु।
Members of Parliament have called for making a no objection certificate (NOC) mandatory for students pursuing studies in India. In today's meeting of the House of Representatives, parliamentarians demanded that NOC be made mandatory for students going to India, even if only for record-keeping purposes. They highlighted that over 500 Nepali students have returned home following the incident at KIIT University in India. They also urged the concerned ministers to address the House regarding the students' safe return to their studies.
वास्तवमा नेपाली विद्यार्थीहरू फर्केर सुरक्षित ढंगले पढ्नुपर्ने अवस्था पढ्न सक्ने अवस्था छ कि छैन त्यसको ग्यारेन्टी चाहियो। अर्को कुरा भनेको झन्डै 15,000 विद्यार्थी वार्षिक रूपमा भारतमा पढ्न जान्छन् भन्ने देखिएको छ र त्यो मध्ये थोरैले मात्र एनओसी लिने गरेको छ। जसरी बाहिर अरू देशमा पढ्न जाने विद्यार्थीहरूलाई एनओसी आवश्यक हुन्छ रेकर्ड राख्नको लागि उनीहरूको सुरक्षाको लागि पनि भारतमा पढ्न जाने प्रत्येक विद्यार्थीले पनि एनओसी लिनुपर्ने कुरामा अनिवार्य गर्न जरुरी छ।
Parliamentarians have urged the government to conduct an impartial investigation into the death of Nepali student Prakriti Lamsal at KIIT and take action against those responsible. They also raised concerns about potential disturbances in the Patibara area due to the ongoing cable car construction dispute. They called for resolving the issue through negotiation and ministerial talks to prevent further tensions.
धर्म र संस्कृतिलाई व्यक्तिका निजी स्वार्थमा जब हामी प्रयोग गर्न थाल्छौं, धर्म र संस्कृतिलाई जब राजनीतिमा प्रवेश गराउन थाल्छौं, त्यसले एउटा भयंकर विवादको स्वरूप लिन्छ। यो दुनियामा हामीले देखेकै छौं।
पाथिभारा मुकुमलुङमा संरचनाहरू निर्माण गर्दा विवाद रहित बनाउनु पर्ने दायित्व त्यहाँको सम्बन्धित आयोजना समिति र राज्यको थियो, तर त्यसो हुन सकेन।
मानिसहरूको ज्यान जान सक्ने अवस्था छ। यो रोकिने अवस्था छैन। समाजलाई विभाजित गर्ने र भाइहरूलाई लडाउने काम रोकियोस् भनेर म दोहोर्याउन चाहन्छु।
Parliamentarians also asserted that the current political parties lack the moral authority to govern, attributing Nepal's inclusion on the grey list for money laundering. Parliamentarians also stated that recent remarks against democracy is unacceptable.
FATF ले नेपाललाई आधिकारिक रूपमा ग्रे लिस्टमा चढाएको छ। सरकारको अकर्मण्यता, वित्तीय क्षेत्रमा सुधार गर्ने अठोटको अभाव र सुशासनप्रतिको उपेक्षाका कारण नेपाल अन्ततः यो लज्जाजनक अवस्थामा पुगेको छ। म यसका प्रति खेद व्यक्त गर्न चाहन्छु, निन्दा व्यक्त गर्न चाहन्छु र यो घटनाक्रमले सरकार सुशासनका पक्षमा छैन र सरकार सम्पूर्ण रूपमा असफल भएको सङ्केतका रूपमा हामीले लिनुपर्दछ र सरकारले नैतिक रूपमा आफ्नो मार्ग प्रशस्त गर्नुपर्छ।
नेपालमा लोकतान्त्रिक गणतन्त्र कसैको कृपाले आएको होइन, नेपाली जनताको शक्तिले हासिल गरेको हो। लोकतन्त्रको विकल्प लोकतन्त्रभन्दा अरू हुनै सक्दैन।
CPN Maoist Center Kosi Province Committee has called for a ministerial level negotiation to resolve the Pathivara cable car dispute in Taplejung. Kosi Province Committee Chair Horko Bahadur Nemwang issued a statement demanding a ministerial level negotiation committee to address the Pathivara cable car dispute. Citing repeated clashes that left dozens injured, the statement criticized the government for using force instead of seeking a political solution through dialogue. It accused the local administration of escalating tensions rather than easing them. Maoists urged the government to halt cable car construction, initiate talks, and called on protesters to suspend their movement to initiate the dialogue. It is time for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
But before that, let's take a look at yesterday's poll. Yesterday, we had asked you, what do you think should Nepal do to get off the grey list? 27% voted for A, effective implementation of the law, 8% voted for B, political commitment, and 65% voted for C, strict monitoring of corruption. Now, yesterday's question, what solutions can resolve the ongoing cable car construction dispute in Taplejung? Your options are A, addressing legitimate demands, B, community-friendly development, or C, compliance with the law. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B, or C, and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. Now, health institutions running the health insurance programs are facing confusion after Minister of Health and Population, Pradeep Paudel, stated that he cannot pay the insurance arrears to hospitals. Despite announcing an increase in coverage from 100 to 500,000 Nepali rupees and forming a reform committee, the issue remains unresolved due to the government's failure to release the necessary payments. The Health Insurance Board owes 16 billion Nepali rupees to service providers, and due to delayed payments, insurance services in hospitals are being affected, directly impacting citizens. Minister of Health and Population Pradeep Paudel's statement that hospital dues cannot be paid has caused confusion, while board officials attribute the issue to the government's failure to make payments, including coverage for national service providers, foreign workers, and vulnerable groups. Additionally, the government has not paid the contributions for certain groups, such as the elderly, people with disabilities, and women volunteers for 2 years.
यो राज्यले तिर्ने पैसा हो नि त। राज्यले बोलिसकेपछि मन्त्रीले यो भन्नु भन्नु भन्ने सवाल होइन। बरु हामीले के गर्न सकिन्छ भने अब कति छ तिर्नुपर्ने त्यसको सबै गएर के भन्छ यो जुन उसको पैसाको सुनिश्चितता रकम सुनिश्चितता गरिसकेपछि उहाँहरूलाई बिमाको जुन अहिलेसम्मको हामीले प्रयोग गरेका छौँ, हामीले जुन तिर्नुपर्ने छ त्यो पैसा तिर्नुपर्छ हैन, तिर्नुपर्छ। किनभने राज्यले त उहाँहरूसँगबाट सेवा किनिसक्यो भने स्वास्थ्यमा त्यस्तो कुरा हुँदैन। स्वास्थ्य सेवा भनेको जनताको भनौँ न एउटा राज्यले गर्ने एउटा आफ्नो दायित्वभित्रको कुरा हो। त्यो दायित्वभित्रको कुरा गरेको कुरामा होला अहिले बजेट भनौँ न केही समस्या परेर केही समय नदिने अर्को कुरा हो, नत्र नदिने भन्ने हुँदैन, दिनुपर्छ।
The government was in the process of reforming the insurance system with a task force led by Dr. Sambhu Acharya having already submitted its report. The health minister had previously announced that insurance coverage would be increased from 100,000 to 500,000 Nepali rupees. However, in a recent program, he stated that the arrears owed to hospitals could not be paid.
अब भुक्तानी हुँदैन, सुन्नुहोस्, भुक्तानी सम्भवै छैन। राज्यले कमिटमेन्ट गरेको कति हो? 7.5 अरब हैन? आज कति खर्च भएको छ? यो वर्षको बजेटमा हुँदै नभएको शीर्षक अर्को अघिल्लो वर्षको बकौता भनेर कसरी तिर्ने? 11 अरब रुपैयाँ अगाडि अघिल्लो वर्ष 11 हैन 11 र 5 16 अरब रुपियाँ अघिल्लो वर्षको बकौता म आइसकेपछि यो वर्ष जति खर्च गर्नु पाउने थियो त्यो सबै भुक्तानी भइसक्यो। खानामा राखेको अचार जस्तो यति पनि पुग्दो रहेछ।
Health insurance, which started in the Nepali year of 2072 Chaitra, has expanded to 77 districts with 464 health institutions, including 48 private ones, affiliated to the program. Although some payments were made until last mid-July, health institutions have not received any funds since then. Due to non-payments, Rapti Academy of Health Sciences in Dang issued a statement last Friday announcing uncertainty over the 110 million Nepali rupees payment and the suspension of services. Following assurances from the ministry, the institution has resumed services, but the availability of payments remains uncertain.
दैनिक रूपमा चाहिँ सेवाग्राहीलाई औषधि र अन्य चाहिँ सामग्रीहरू वितरण गर्नुपर्ने, तर अब बिमाको समयमा भुक्तानी नभएपछि हामी चाहिँ प्रतिष्ठान चाहिँ ठुलो ऋणमा चाहिँ पर्न गयो।
The government allocates 7.5 billion rupees to the health insurance board each year, while 3 to 4 billion is collected from the insured. However, according to the board's data, over 13 billion is spent annually on health insurance. Experts suggest that the issue can be resolved if the government follows the law and implements the Health Insurance Reform Task Force's recommendation. Now, in our Public Voice segment today, we have asked in several provinces, what is the importance of health insurance? Let's take a look at what they had to say.
स्वास्थ्य बिमा गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ अब निशुल्क चाहिँ हाम्रो औषधि पाइन्छ।
थोरै रकममा आफ्नो औषधि उपचारहरू गर्न सकिने भएकोले गर्दाखेरि हामीलाई स्वास्थ्य बिमा चाहिँ एकदम आवश्यक छ।
औषधि उपचारका सन्दर्भमा चाहिँ अत्यन्तै महत्त्वपूर्ण भूमिका निर्वाह गर्दछ।
ठुलो पैसा उपचारको लागि निकाल्न नसकेको अवस्थामा बिमाले चाहिँ भर्ती गर्छ, त्यसैले त्यो एउटा ठुलो आर्थिक सुरक्षा पनि र स्वास्थ्य सुरक्षा पनि हो।
पैसाले किन्न हुने औषधिहरू पनि बिमाको कारणले गर्दा त्यो चाहिँ हामीले निशुल्क किन्न सक्छौँ।
गरिबहरूले पनि सबै स्वास्थ्य उपचारहरू पाउँछन्। सरकारले जसमा 80% दिइरहेको छ, हामीले 20% मात्र त्यसमा लगानी गर्नु पर्यो।
औषधि दिन्थ्यो अनि त्यो के भन्छ रे माने एक्सरे गर्थ्यो।
आफ्नो हैन स्वास्थ्यप्रति चाहिँ एउटा त एकदम जनचेतना पनि बढ्छ र बढेको पनि छ।
स्वास्थ्य बिमाले गर्दा चाहिँ जनतालाई धेरै आर्थिक भार चाहिँ कम भएको छ।
सस्तो सुलभमा चाहिँ क्वालिटीको एउटा गुणस्तरको चाहिँ स्वास्थ्य मिल्ने भएको कारणले गर्दा
स्वास्थ्य बिमा कार्ड लिएर गइसकेपछि टिकट काट्नदेखि लिएर गएर हैन सामान्य रोगको औषधिको लागि पनि फ्री पाइन्छ।
औषधि किन्नलाई 3-4 हजार खर्च हुन्थ्यो भनेदेखि अहिले स्वास्थ्य बिमाले चाहिँ हामीलाई धेरै ठुलो काम गरिरहेको छ।
It is time for international news. Russia launches a large-scale drone attack across Ukraine the day before the 3rd anniversary of the war. Spokesperson for Ukraine's Air Force Command, Yuri Ignat, says a record 267 Russian drones were launched in a single coordinated attack. Officials say 267 drones were launched, the highest figure in a single attack yet. Ukraine's Air Force reported that 138 were shot down and 119, which were decoy drones, were lost without negative consequences, likely due to jamming. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky claims 1,150 drones, 1,400 bombs and 35 missiles were launched by Russia this week. Zelensky says that they need the strength of all of Europe, the US and everyone who seeks lasting peace. It is not clear how many people have died, but initial figures from emergency services suggest there were at least 3 casualties. Meanwhile, Russia's defense ministry says that 20 Ukrainian drones launched into Russia were destroyed overnight. Now, Germany's conservative CDU leader and Chancellor hopeful Friedrich Merz arrived at his party's headquarters in Berlin hours after he cast his ballot in a general election near his home in western Germany. According to an INSA poll released a day earlier, the leader of Germany's conservatives has a comfortable poll lead over Chancellor Olaf Scholz's unloved minority government, with his closest rival, the far-right Alternative for Germany, still 8 points behind. Victory would be an unlikely third act triumph for the 69-year-old who just 7 years ago was seen as a failed politician fully reconciled to ending his career as a wealthy lobbyist and member of numerous company boards. Polls close at 6 p.m. local time as exit polls will be released.
Sports news.
Nepal and Myanmar reached the final undefeated in the Four-Nation International Women's Championship. In the last league match at Dasrat Stadium, Nepal came from behind twice to draw 2-2. Both teams finished with 7 points. However, Myanmar topped the league stage on goal difference with Nepal as the runner-up. Sabita Rana Magar and Sabitra Bhandari scored as Nepal drew with Myanmar in a competitive league stage match at Dasrat Stadium. Myanmar took the lead in 6th minute, but Nepal equalized in the 11th. Myanmar regained the lead in the 16th minute before Nepal leveled again in the 40th. Despite several chances in the second half, neither team could score. Myanmar topped the league stage with 10 goals while Nepal scored 4. Both teams advanced to the final, which will be held next Wednesday at Dasrat Stadium. Now, departmental team APF club advanced to the quarter-finals of the KP Oli Cup after defeating Uzbekistan's Black Bulls Football Club 4-3 in a penalty shootout at the Anfa complex in Sabdobato. APF will face Sankata Club in the quarter-finals of the tournament. The opening match ended in a goalless draw with APF winning in a penalty shootout where goalkeeper Angel Shrestha emerged as a hero by saving 2 penalties. Tomorrow, Nepal Police Club will play Tribhuvan Army Club at 11 a.m. local time, while KP Oli Football Club will face New Road team at 3 p.m. local time. That is all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Good night.